So, this is going to be a reading for my Virgos. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be a look at your overall journey and where you're headed next. I wanted to do an overview for all the zodiac signs to kind of give you a look at where you're headed in terms of all the work that you've been doing and what to look forward to. So, hopefully, this is helpful for anybody who may need to see it. But keep in mind, this is general. Only take what does apply. Let the rest fly. If you want more so of a personal session, just check out the information listed in the description box so that you can go ahead and book your own session. And let's go ahead and get straight into the reading. So the first card's going to represent who/where are you now within your journey. And I have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. So this is you coming to a point where you're able to let go of endings, let go of situations that have been disappointing nonetheless, and being able to kind of come to terms with why certain things had to play out the way that they did. This is you like seeing things from a like full circle perspective and moving on. Like a lot of you are not holding on to this negative perspective so much anymore when it comes to like a past relationships, again, past disappointments in career. And this is more so looking at how you guys can rebuild and restructure. Clarifying this Ten of Swords, I have the Nine of Wands. So yes, while you're going through this process, or you've went through this process of releasing, you do find it a little bit difficult though when it comes to like having the energy for certain things. So with you experiencing certain things for example, like in your love life, where now you may not accept certain things as much, like you're more quick tempered because you're already at a point where you don't have energy for it anyways. And yeah, I see you guys really wanting to preserve your energy too, like really being in a space of wanting to kind of shelter yourself and protect yourself so you don't experience the same things over and over and over again. Now, when it comes to what will help you moving forward in your journey, I have the Empress card. So this is understanding that you've outgrown a lot of things and that that's okay. A lot of times we try to beat ourselves up for like why certain things didn't work out, or, you know, what could we have done a little bit differently to have a different outcome. And there isn't necessarily anything that you could have done to make something different. And that's okay. You've outgrown things. You're stepping into more of a mature perspective. And if this is like a relationship with the person you may have children with, and that relationship is suffered, this is understanding that it's okay if that cycle did not work out. You guys don't have to allow yourself to beat yourself up for it or be stuck in a cycle just because. Okay, what will also help you as well is looking at things from a wider view. Instead of wanting to see things from a one-track mind or a one-sided perspective, this is having a wider view and also a more mature way of dealing with things. So if you get triggered in any way, this is making sure you're not taking more toxic actions of, you know, wanting to like argue or get revenge or seek karma or anything like that. Now, what I do see in terms of who/what may possibly be a hindrance to what you're trying to do, I have the Three of Wands. So the only people or person that could be a hindrance to your journey is more so like past individuals that you've already turned your back on, and then turning your back onto those situations, or like giving energy to those situations you turn your back on, could be a hindrance. Okay. What could also be a hindrance is a lack of like patience or proper planning. So if you have a entrepreneurship idea or business that you want to go ahead and take steps towards, if you don't have proper plans or a a way of going about it, this could be a hindrance for you long term when it comes to your business actually being successful. Or if you're trying to make certain moves and you don't have a plan in place that you're sticking to and that you know, are clear on, and you have all the details necessary to move on it and take action on it, then that may be a hindrance as well. So those are all the things you want to take in consideration. Clarifying that I do have the High Priestess in reverse. So this is also like not listening to your inner intuition could also be a hindrance as well. Okay, because you guys are very intuitive. You know when to remove your energy from something, and when you have a gut feeling about something, trust it. So make sure you don't like doubt your intuition and whether or not you should listen to yourself. Okay. Now, the last card's going to represent what will be the near future in regards to your journey. And I have the Moon card. So in the future, you may have a moment where you're questioning things, but also you may be a little bit fearful. And this may be fearful in terms of moving on certain decisions. I used this saying in another video for another zodiac sign, but like this fear of like the grass being not so green on the other side if you were to take certain actions, and that may be keeping you in this like scared or fearful energy. With the King of Swords and also the Nine of Cups kind of clarifying this in the future. A lot of like personal doubts that you may have, you're going to be going through the process of getting clarity in terms of what's important to you and what's actually going to fulfill you in the end. So where you may think being with a particular person is what's going to ultimately make you 100% happy, this is realizing that maybe that's not necessarily the case. Or where there is this confusion also in terms of like career goals or things like that, that clarity is going to be coming to you slowly but surely. It's not something you can necessarily rush in terms of, okay, should I do this? Should I do that? The understanding, the clarity, the decision's going to come to you naturally. So yeah, this is basically what I see in terms of the energy. I hope I put things in perspective for you and that you were able to take something from this video. Of course, if you need a personal reading, check out the information listed in the description box. I always leave my link tree with my website and all that stuff there. Check out my Pick a Card channel as well. I'll try to link that below. And subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.